Yeah, that wasn't all that smooth. Really quick, I'm Andy Biggs. Welcome to season 2, and now I'm going to introduce the co-host, Lenny Bruce.
Hey,
Hey.
hey, Andy. Ernest Borgnine.
As Dominic Santini, yes.
I love him. I like to dig him up and get his autograph.
He's dead? Oh no! Now I got to rewrite the whole show.
No, I'm just kidding. He's alive and well. That man. Andy, it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you.
It's been 1 week, but yeah, it does. It does.
Well, is it 1 full week or 2 weeks technically? Like we had a week off.
We had a week off.
Close to 2 weeks.
Close to 2 weeks, yeah.
Oh, Andy,
it's been too long.
I missed you.
I missed you.
Ernest Borgnine. Who was the first fella?
Well, so that was the theme to Airwolf.
Yeah.
And so the lead character was Jan Michael Vincent, who played Stringfellow Hawk.
Stringfellow
Hawk. Until the final season, when they killed Stringfellow Hawk and Ernest Borgnine's Dominic Santini off.
Oh, no.
And replaced them with Stringfellow Hawk's brother. And
this is stupid. That's enough. That's enough.
Yep. Yeah, let's get out of here.
But I really did enjoy I enjoyed the intro. The intro music was nice.
No, I don't think we're going to be able to keep that because even though I bought that, it doesn't belong to us. So, so it could be a whole thing.
We could find something. We could find something else.
Just thought it would be a fun way to ring in season 2.
It was fun, Andy, and if they don't like it, fuck them.
Yeah, because Airwolf has a huge following. Wait, no, nobody's got. For those who don't know, we've been talking a little bit today, and every now and then that sign kind of creeps up into the picture.
Yeah,
and a running joke for us.
I was gonna hang it up somewhere, but I might not now.
No, it's handy to have it.
Yeah, barbecue pit. I don't even have a barbecue pit. What an idiot!
I think I mentioned before. I've made the mistake of on Facebook following smokehouses and barbecue houses or whatnot, and now I just get jealous and flip through all the cool setups for stuff that I can't afford. Being at stuff I can't afford, we've moved into a new studio. My dungeon. Basement. Yeah.
I'm still in front of all the winter coats because
you need to put those away.
My day got away from me too, so hopefully I can get this in the garage once in a while. At least have a cool car in the background or something.
You could at least put the winter coats away. Hopefully winter's over.
Well, I mean, it snowed like a week ago.
That's true.
And most of them coats we don't wear anyways.
so they're just there for looks.
Yeah, it's a nice background, that and the weird thermometer thing and the keys and perfect.
Well,
perfect.
At least I always know the temperature. I can zoom in and
remember there was a point where like no matter what shirt I wore, I always could cut glass with my nipples.
Yes. It was one of my favorite periods of time when I would always check out Len's nipples poking through the shirts.
What? Is it cold in here?
But so yeah, I'm in a new studio. This is the Nakedbanker studio, and I used to work at a bank, and that was a whole backstory. But anyways, this is where we used to keep the writing staff for our show. I haven't seen them in a while though, since I chased them out of the basement. So yeah, we had. Oh, Lenny's got a topic here.
Nobody's going to believe this because a lot of people that listen probably don't realize I have some kind of a mixed social background, but we have a celebrity fan. He hasn't done a whole lot, probably there's a decade or so, but a well-known guy reached out. I talk to him every now and again, email, stuff like that, more than anything. Dustin Hoffman is a fan of ours.
Dustin Hoffman likes our show.
Yep, he does. Dustin Hoffman, and he's got a strong connection to, believe it or not, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
That's how Jonah Hill got his start. He was actually a friend of the family, and Dustin Hoffman found him hilarious. So hey, maybe we're on to something.
Dustin Hoffman was Rain Man.
He was Rain Man. Yeah.
He was also The Graduate.
Very kind and a funny guy.
I like it.
Yep. I talk to him probably once a year on the phone, but most of the time emails and stuff like that. But good fella.
Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. I don't know you, so I'm treating you with the respect that you are due.
Yeah, he doesn't miss an episode, and he rewatches some because he likes to laugh.
That's what we're about.
Yeah.
I was listening to an interview with Andy Richter this morning, actually, and he was talking about like him when he was on the Conan O'Brien show. He said that the two of them, they are just desperate to make people laugh. I mean, it's just like, why not have fun? That's the whole point. And if you can have fun, you should.
Well, real quick, and I'll let you get the shows going, but I'm the type of guy where, and I do it all the time, if I see oncoming traffic, like in town or something, and see a group of people or if somebody's laughing or smiling, it's contagious. It makes me feel good, even though I'm not even part of what the hell's going on in that car.
Yeah,
I love laughter, and I love seeing people laugh.
I always watch the other lane, the oncoming traffic. Check out the people. Yeah.
And you want to know one more thing, Andy, that you don't even know about me? That's a stupid tradition, but I do it every time.
Lay it on me.
I like bananas almost as much as you like apple juice.
I was waiting for apple juice to.
If I'm driving down the road and enjoying a banana, it is a habit and a tradition of mine to roll down the window. And when I throw the peel out, I yell, "O'Doyle rules."
Nice. I love it.
And I get the look once in a while, but I think it's growing. It's growing. It's becoming a tradition.
So this has been like so one of the challenges of this show is Len and I make each other laugh like very easily. I mean, we just know what to do to make each other laugh. And we're having to remind ourselves that, all right, not everybody's going to understand this, or not everybody's going to. Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, all right. Now we have to like circle this back, because I mean, if it was up to us, the easiest thing, we love telling stories about our past, but we'll run out eventually. So I mean, and
I don't know.
It's true. We might not, but yeah, and it's just all right. The running out possibility, and then all right, we think this is hilarious. Not everybody's. This one's going to be a hard sell. Yeah, I have to like weigh it out. And it's like, are we going to be able to sell this, explain this, make this funny? Yeah.
Yeah. So, piss off, Andy.
Yeah. So anybody that doesn't like it, fuck
you. So, anyways.
Yes. Well, that might have struck a nerve. So I had the fun, and it's not just I had as a new father, I am getting new experiences all the time, and I got the experience where I had to apologize to a coworker because my kid bit their kid.
Oh,
and it's like one of those things where it's like I did not see myself having that conversation of, I'm really sorry that my daughter bit your daughter.
Were you sincere? Or did you have to be sincere?
I was mortified by it, because their daughter my daughter's a toddler. Their daughter is a baby. And I was just like, yeah, that sucks. I feel awful. And they took it great. They're like, look, kids do this, blah, blah, and they couldn't have been nicer about it. But I still was kind of like, my daughter's fighting people.
Could you imagine if it turned into a full-on wrestling match, like haymaker fight? You fucking kid! What are you teaching that kid? What are you teaching that kid?
My money would be on her. I think she'd probably clean my clock.
Biting, Andy.
Biting.
Kids mimic things and copy what they see.
Yeah, I bite people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially at line at McDonald's.
Oh, if somebody cuts me off, butts in front of me. Yeah. Yeah, she learned that one from me.
What an idiot.
Yeah. So that was the excitement of our break for me.
Oh.
Yeah. Very exciting.
That is exciting.
Also, we're going to touch base on, we don't know yet if Len's going to be there or not, but this weekend I definitely will be on the Schnozcast. And the fun part about that is It's a live show, and if you tune in, you can interact with us. They accept messages. They encourage messages. They'll give you a text line and everything that, hold on, right there, the Schnozcast. So just look them up on YouTube, Facebook Live, and a bunch of other stuff. And they're a fun group of guys. And yeah, you can reach out and start a conversation with us, start a conversation with them. It'd be a good time.
I'm going to try to be on. I'm going to try.
They go live Saturday at 9 o'clock.
It's past my bedtime.
Eastern time.
We'll see.
It is. Yeah. It's all right. Len's a gentleman rancher. He goes to bed early, gets up with the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. So, doing this show, the reason we ended season 1 was because we felt like, all right, well, we're kind of running out of ideas, and we need, especially since we're kind of growing in popularity now, and we legitimately are, which we didn't see that happening. And so we thought, maybe we interview for somebody behind the scenes, somebody that can be a writer. We're not going to pay you, and we're not going to. There's a barbecue pit.
It was just a
not
pit.
Not even going to promise that you'd ever make it on air. But it's we're going to be mean to you. We're awful people, and but you can put it on a resume that, hey, you call yourself an associate producer, assistant producer, writer, whatever. And so I put that out there, and we got some applicants. Yeah. So I figured that it would be kind of nice to go through these applicants. I didn't really know what to call the position. So they're a comedy writing assistant, associate producer. We can negotiate whatever title you want, but if we choose to go your way. So some of the applicants we got Samuel Yoder.
Oh, yeah.
Some of his positives: he's a hard worker. Lets you choose the location of the glory hole if he builds you a shed. As anybody that remembers from earlier in season 1, he is a sponsor of ours, Yoder's custom built sheds. Yeah.
He speaks German.
That could come in handy. We have listeners I don't know if we have any listeners in Germany, but we have listeners in Ireland. Vietnam was an interesting one. India.
It's actually kind of amazing. Like, believe it or not, like you were saying, like YouTube, sometimes we get 80 views, sometimes we get over 100, and YouTube is probably the least of our following, which is crazy. Yeah. We got, we're doing quite well.
And yeah, because we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on Amazon Music. I think we're on other stuff too. We have a Patreon. I don't know what it's called. A site that we haven't really done much with. We have a website that nobody goes to, so we have that going too.
Yeah, surprisingly enough.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I can take this off.
Sorry. Who else has applied for the
well, so even some of his strengths, he's got a strong beard game, and I respect that. I have a weak beard game. Len can grow a masterful beard. But he's choosing to go without these days. And a beautiful singing voice. You ever been around the Amish? They sing when they work. It's quite remarkable.
Like
on the negatives, he has poor hygiene. He's not particularly funny.
No.
He's not a strong typer. Handwriting is even worse. And I don't know if I mentioned the poor hygiene, but
I'm willing to bet that his balls have a striking resemblance to his face.
Well, that will come up in the interview. We will definitely have to look into that when we get to the interview portion of this. Mm-hmm. It was nice of him to include a picture of himself, especially since the Amish, I think they believe that cameras steal your soul. So, yeah. So that was nice that he's soulless at the moment.
Yeah, he's a dirty pig.
Yeah, fuck him.
Let's
see who else we got. Oh, remember Margot Robert?
That's her. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the old lady down the street.
She's aged well.
Not to be confused with Margot Robbie. She's wise, I assume, because she's old. Geographically located near me. Also lives near me
Look at her
because I'm
fingers.
running out of positives. Yeah, those are some impressive digits.
Oh, you know where they've been, them places
Mm,
them digits have been.
yeah.
Oof. Ah, yikes.
And as another plus, she doesn't talk a lot. But
That
on the
good.
negatives, she's not Margot Robbie, who is who we thought she was when we first started talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
She only says, Len, what does she say?
Soft,
Mm,
moist.
mm. And she won't stop hitting on Len.
She wants to put them fingers in places I don't want fingers.
Yeah.
I don't want fingers there.
Yeah, I can understand that.
She's out. She's out.
She's out? Okay.
Mm.
See who else we got. Sammy
Ah,
Hagar,
a pig.
former lead singer of Van Halen. Yeah, he might know some famous people, so that's a positive because
Yeah, true.
on negatives, Len knows him and says that he's a slob,
He's a slob.
so he can't drive 55.
Mm-mm.
Of the three Van Halen lead singers, he's the fourth best.
He is. And he's a
So
slob.
he's a slob, yeah. Great picture of him.
Checking the air pressure at a tire at a truck stop.
Yeah, eating a burrito. You can't
A
really tell in that
burrito.
picture, but yeah, he's got a half-eaten burrito in his hand.
You know where the other half is? It's smeared all over his slobby face. Smeared all over his dirty, unwashed face.
So far, hopefully we get more because we're not finding a lot of keepers here. But well,
Pick
we'll see
one. Is that the last one?
No, we have
okay.
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth.
I didn't know that was coming.
He hasn't changed a bit.
Also the lead singer, a lead singer of Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
He was better than Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
He looks like an ostrich, and that's fun.
That's a lot of fun.
But on the negatives, he looks like an ostrich, and the fun might wear off.
Yeah.
And then we're stuck with him. And he has a famously inflated ego.
Oh, yeah, he does.
So
and he had a Band-Aid on his nose. He did.
That's unfortunate. Probably although, no, I don't know.
But I gotta say, so far, David Lee Roth is my favorite.
Okay.
Just because
we have time to collect more. This is our the initial people that replied to our ad in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people do. Jared Mathers, aka the Beaver.
Oh, the Beaver! Look at the Beaver.
As a positive, he's a childhood star, which would give us built-in credibility. But this Beaver's worn out. If you look closely, there are sores around his mouth, and having sores on the Beaver is a little problematic.
Yeah,
definitely a little concerning.
That's not good.
And the Beaver is not what it used to be. So as a negative.
You know what? That's a stinky Beaver.
That's a stinky Beaver.
That Beaver looks like it smells like pee.
Probably does.
It's got to smell like pee.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So it's an old, worn-out Beaver.
It isn't a worn-out Beaver. It's a has-been Beaver.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what we have so far for applicants. So if you're interested in this non-paid abusive position where we will abuse you verbally, definitely reach out to us at, I can be reached at Andy B at the Nonsense Zone, or just stop by Len's Barbecue Pit. Hand in your application in person.
Stop by. Yeah, swing in.
Yeah, just stop by. Len's always happy for company.
You want fall off the bone ribs or pull off the bone?
Exactly.
That's what it boils down to.
Yep. So you can email your applications, your letters of interest, a nice mugshot that we can make fun of.
Oh, please.
And, yeah, absolutely. And it'd be great working with you.
And you know what? If you know any other Beaver, send pictures of that too.
Yeah.
There's got to be more than one Beaver.
Yeah. Yeah, that could go horribly wrong.
Especially with sores. There's got to be more.
That's true. Yeah.
Beaver's got sores.
Yeah, anytime the beaver has sores on it, you should definitely shy away.
Oh my God. Scratching and itching, you betcha.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes,
Yes.
speaking of rotten beaver,
Hmm.
remember that time we were in the break room years ago at that place that we worked at?
Uh, yeah, I was afraid you were going to tell this story. I was going to tell you. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
No, go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
we don't have to.
No, we're in. We're in now.
Well, I'll keep it as clean as possible. You see, there was this rotten beaver, and Andy and I were having a conversation, and this rotten beaver, probably rightly so, but we weren't talking about the rotten beaver, and the rotten beaver got mad and reached into a fresh pouch of freshly sliced ham that
Freshly
the,
sliced.
that made the beaver made a sandwich with, and threw it at me. Stormed out of the room, and we looked at each other, and I was like, "Well, that was kind of weird." Yeah, I don't
This
embarrass.
place of employment was like the wild wild west. I mean, there were very few rules. Yeah, you can't get away with throwing ham at somebody at a normal
Yeah,
job site, but
she might have tossed a couple of explicits. I don't remember that well, but I just remember the angry beaver. So I was like, you know what? F you, beaver. First of all, we weren't talking about you anyway. So I did the right thing. And I went to the fridge and I grabbed the freshly sliced ham. And
can I
I,
can I stop you there?
sure,
Len wasn't always the role model citizen that he is today.
no, I wasn't always a role model, Susan. I am today. So I did what every other person accused of something that they didn't do did. So I grabbed the freshly sliced ham and I went and I detailed the men's room toilet with it. It was so nice and sparkly, you could shave in your reflection. And I put it back where that angry beaver had stored the ham. And to my acknowledgement, the beaver made a fresh, high stacked sandwich with that beautiful sliced ham the very next day. Mm-hmm. That's what you get, you stinking beaver.
Well, first of all, it is very important to clean your toilets.
It was a filthy mess. It needed to be done. And I was like, you know what? I was going to do it anyways, just out of the kindness of my own heart. And I was like, you know what? What better to do it to get them really tough, hard to reach spots is ham, freshly sliced ham. Now, I wasn't a slob about it. I kept the wrapper around my hand and used the ham so I didn't get any on my hands.
Sure.
You don't want that on your hands.
Cleanliness is second to godliness.
Yes, it
Or
is.
something like that. Yes.
And so, the next handful of sandwiches that angry beaver had, they were out of this world, Andy.
Well, a little extra flavor. No, who's going to complain about that?
Well, my message is don't accuse me of something that I haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
You may eat something that you shouldn't. Sick.
If he weren't a role model citizen now.
Yes.
Yes.
Times have changed. I wouldn't do it now. I would use turkey.
God damn. Turkey. Yeah, definitely turkey. It's upsetting. It's upsetting.
The rotten beaver kind of triggered that whole scenario. I'm glad I'm a role model citizen now because that's gross. A little bit. But the beaver had it coming. What are you doing, you fool?
This bottle opener just chipped the rim of the bottle off.
You should open the next one with your eye socket. Oh!
Yeah.
You can't make any noise though.
No.
Remember that fellow we knew with a mouthful of jack-o'-lantern type teeth? And we always said that in a rage of frustration, he'd yank his last soldier out and swallow it. Yeah, it was always a long, dragged out pull. He'd look at it too.
Oh, we would just hang out and just out of the blue, one of us would just like just, again, this is us.
He swallowed the rest of them in his sleep anyways.
Yeah. I mean,
the hearty groan of it was like relief yet disgust at the same time. Never gets old. Yeah, he looks at it. I hope there's at least one person like Dustin Hoffman finds that funny.
Oh, Dustin Hoffman, he probably wrote that joke. Yeah.
He's gonna email me in about a week and be like, "Yeah, I know somebody who has had that happen."
He was filming the Graduate when
I had some questions about The Graduate at one point with him. I won't share them now because it'd be boring, but it was funny. Good stuff. Yep.
I could see that.
He didn't bang that woman. I asked. That was
That's a shame. Which one, Mrs. Robinson? Or?
Mrs. Robinson. Because I asked because she was kind of an attractive older lady, and I was like, "Yeah, did you ever, behind the scenes, that stuff probably happens." And he claims he never banged Mrs. Robinson.
What I never understood was the song Mrs. Robinson. Sympathetic, kind of painted Mrs. Robinson as a sympathetic character when she was really the villain of that movie.
Yeah, I mean, she touched him in his naughty spot to the point where he ended up liking it. He was skeptic at first.
Wasn't it all in because she wanted to split him and her daughter up? So she.
Oh, I don't remember the movie that well.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Dustin. Sorry, Dustin. It's been a while.
Dustin. It has, and maybe I misinterpreted.
I don't know. I don't know if he was just pulling. Oh, you know what happened too? I found out Mike Brady didn't die of AIDS. It was colon cancer. So he had dirty men in his rectum. Yeah,
same thing. Yeah,
he had dirty men in his rectum.
Mm-hmm.
Sam the Butcher didn't wash his pork tenderloin.
Very similar diseases.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But Sam
the Butcher was in there. He was honing them out. Sorry, I was working on the car all day today. It's throwing out like an automotive term.
It's all good.
Got quite the Canadian following.
Yeah, we do.
I reached out to a handful of friends from Canada, and yeah, we're making our way through Canada pretty fast.
It's kind of funny that we seem to be more popular internationally than we are within the U.S. So that's cool. I mean, that's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some funny news here.
Yay, Andy! Yay!
I'll start off with there's an 11-day nude cruise ready to sail.
Man.
It's scheduled to sail from Miami to the Caribbean next February. It's called Bare Necessities, and they're partnering with Norwegian Cruise Line for the Flesh Flashing event, which will see clothing-averse customers travel on board the Norwegian Pearl is the name of the ship, one of their more popular ships. The cruise will make stops in the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, St. Martin. I'm not sure how you say that. And customers will have to cover up whenever they get off the ship for any one of these stops.
Oh,
he did it again. He knocked the snowball over. Now it's not going to be right the rest of the show.
I was going to ask too. Do they have to cover their genitals when they get off the boat?
Show's over. Fuck this show. Hey! Sorry. Yeah, no, they have to cover their genitals when they get off the ship. They will also be required to wear clothing inside the vessel's indoor dining rooms.
They don't want them naked around the food, but the wait staff and the kitchen staff are naked.
Yes, absolutely. However, there will be a large buffet area for nude outdoor dining.
Ooh, that's where I'd be.
Yes, me too. In order to maintain hygiene, nudists will also be required to put down a towel before sitting in the stateroom, on the pool deck, or in the buffet area.
See them jiggling a little bit, like, they got a little itch. Hey, Tony, you forgot your towel. Tony.
And the company also makes it clear that fondling or inappropriate touching is prohibited.
Hey, how about a drink, buddy? How about a
I'm
drink?
out.
Yeah, I mean, give me a break. What if they're playing like volleyball and you got to give some of you a little whack on the ass, like, hey, way to go, Andy.
Good job.
Yeah. Now, that's appropriate.
A little whack in the ass, a little tug on the.
Yeah, little chain tug.
Good job.
Yeah, nice job, buddy.
Yeah. The prices for the nude cruise start at around $2,000, but cashed up nudists can fork out upwards of $33,000 for the deluxe 3-bedroom villa. They've already chartered more than 75 nude cruises in the past, and we caught up. We Reddit. Whoever wrote this article on Reddit caught up with a reviewer and said the cruises seem to be for people who like to eat and lie around. So there were a lot of large people. The 67-year-old man admitted. Also, most people don't want to see or don't seem comfortable being nude in public until they're later in their lives. So the crowd is, he said, 20% attractive, 20% average, and 60% unattractive, which sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's why they probably pissed the alcohol to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't record that quote, but I think he said that later in the evening people were more out, and mainly because they've been drinking all day.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, yeah, fuck it. I'll go out.
You know what? Fuck it. You're looking good. It levels out to a 50-50.
Right. Yeah. 50.
Hooray. You know, I was going to give you the time of day earlier, but man, you're hot.
It's too bad there's no fondling on this boat.
There's not.
No. Only on the volleyball court.
Man.
But that kind of reminds me that so I'm a Vegas guy. I try to go. Lenny? I try to go to Vegas once a year, which probably isn't going to happen this year because I've got another kid on the way and life is getting expensive. But I always joked about this. There was a swingers hotel in Vegas, well-known swinger hotel called the Artisan. And yeah, they would get on swings and just no, their pool area was famous for couple swapping and stuff like that. Yeah. And whenever, if I traveled with somebody, a lot of times I'll meet my cousin and some of my friends in Vegas. They're on the West Coast, and we just like both meet up there, or all meet up there. And I always say, well, I'm staying at the Artesian. But anyways, it was kind of a running gag. I was always tempted to check the place out, but
you have to, Andy.
Well, it's not there anymore.
Oh no.
But well, yeah, they renamed it and remodeled it, and it's now called the Lexi. And they did that because they want to discourage all the swingers, because they're like, we have this reputation as a swinger hotel, and so I guess it's not really a thing anymore. But they are the only pot approved. You can smoke weed in the rooms, in the wherever, in the hallways, hanging out, because it's legal there. But you can't have sex out in the open with other people that aren't your date or spouse.
That's odd. But you're like bumping into somebody at the Coke machine, like, if you bend over, I'll cork you in the ass while you're waiting for your Coke.
While you're waiting for that soda.
It's going to take a while.
Want to fuck?
Yeah. You got change for a $5?
No?
Yeah, bummer. They ought to change the name of this place. I struck out 3 times already.
No, actually, one of the things I read about it was that like the swingers will get upset if a single person shows up and thinks that they're going to just jump in and start fucking.
Reap the benefits of going.
No, you gotta be there. You gotta be there with somebody so that you can swap partners.
You don't just show up to a party without a bottle of wine, you selfish pig.
That's right. That place is gone now, though. The building's still there, but I guess they've clamped down on the swinging.
Things that happen in that place. Oh, you betcha.
Oh. I had a thought though on the more somewhat related. You were the champ, Len.
Yeah,
you were the champ. Well, female orgasms are more intense, more powerful, last longer than male orgasms.
No kidding.
Could you imagine back in your champ days, would you have ever come outside if you had 15-minute orgasms?
Probably would have never went inside.
So like maybe not 15, but like if it lasted minutes instead of seconds.
Oh.
If your whole body went numb and
Yeah, if there's an emergency and you have to run out the front door. Oh. Oh.
It's not over yet.
Oh, somebody's at the door. The champ. Yeah, 15. There was an actual disease, and I never come up with what it is, but there's people that supposedly have like basically nonstop orgasms all day, I guess, or whatever. That's
as it is. I'm like having to be real careful drinking this so I don't cut my lip on the shard glass. But
yeah, could you imagine like yeah, wash it down. Can you imagine trying to hold a job though? It'd be like Wayne. Remember that guy Wayne eating his hot fries? I think he had that problem.
We're sitting in a break room, and there's this guy had a killer. Like, was it a handlebar stash? It was just an impressive stash.
Hardcore 70s porn mustache.
Yeah. So nothing else, just the stash. Sitting in the break room. Len and I make eye contact. Every time he put hot fry?
Fries.
Every time he put a hot fry in his mouth, Len would go,
oh.
So we're watching. We just spent the rest of our break watching.
He never caught on.
No.
And every time he went for another fry, the orgasms got more intense.
Oh. Start out with a little.
That fool never caught on.
Oh.
He ate a whole bag of hot fries, which made him a filthy pig anyways. And yeah. He did. His name was Wayne on top of it. On top of it all, he had a porno mustache, and his name was Wayne. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants a hot fry, huh? Who wants a hot fry? Ooh, wait, was that you?
Oh,
I wonder if Wayne's dead now.
Probably. They're all dead, man.
Yeah. Wayne's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Remember the filthy pig? That filthy, stinking pig that worked there and thought it was funny and sticking his nasty finger in your coffee. And then he'd get offended if you drank it.
He and I used to wrestle hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bigger, strong, old dude, but bigger and stronger than me. And I remember once he picked me up and put me in the garbage can, which that was a little humbling. But yeah, I mean, we'd had some like knockdown, drag out, like all in good fun, just wrestling. Like, again, this place we worked was the Wild Wild West. I mean, you did not do this stuff at like normal places, I guess.
But the funny part is should have been the exact opposite for where we were working.
Yeah, exactly.
It was office environment, well-dressed people.
I got lectured a lot because I was middle management. And
remember my karate move?
Yeah,
we got reprimanded for my karate.
I got talked to a lot about not being professional enough. Believe it or not.
Did the wolf? I think the wolf turned us in for my karate antics.
Might have, yeah.
Yeah, it was before the wolf came around. Months
later, we got him till he would howl to us every day.
Man would furiously ignore us until I think what helped was I trained to for his job when he was out, and I turned him into a howling psychotic pig.
Mm-hmm. He'd come in.
Yeah, I turned this angry mute of a man who wouldn't give anybody the time of day. Well, I worked with him for like a week or two, and by the end of the 2 weeks, I turned him into a howling, talkative, psychotic little weirdo.
And somewhere along the way, after the howl, I got him to start putting his arms up in the air and going pookie pookie. So so then it turned into it, and then then I got called into the office again.
Why is that psycho?
You can't have the people working for you howling like a goddamn wolf. Just like
I ended up falling in love with that man in a
Oh, yeah.
heterosexual way.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
He became a
Me
favorite.
too. Me too.
He
Yeah.
went from a guy that wouldn't even look at you, wouldn't give you the time of day, to howling and screaming and complaining about pooping. He used to have to poop in the bathroom, and he'd complain about it.
So we switched buildings throughout our
Mhm.
career.
Mhm.
And in our first building was an old building and whatnot. It definitely had its faults, but it had a private bathroom. You could go in, you could lock the door, nobody was going to bother you. We moved into this new building, which had a public bathroom with 3 or 4 urinals and 2 stalls.
Mhm.
And all this upset all of us. I mean, but he went to HR. Every time the HR person would walk through, he'd be like, I need
I'm
I need a
pooping in there.
he's like, I need a private poupée. He kept
The gaps. Remember the gaps in the stall?
Yep.
He's like, the gaps.
There's gaps.
I always wanted
I need
to.
a private poupée. A private poupée.
I always wanted to violate his privacy even more.
Yeah.
But
We even asked him, what would you do if I just stuck a camera up and I'd call the police.
I'd have you arrested, he says.
He didn't crack a smile. He didn't whatever. He just as he should, Len. As he should. That man is entitled to his privacy.
Yes.
Shame on you.
We labeled him the wolf.
Yep.
And he inspired the That's a favorite. Well, that's good stuff, Andy.
One of my favorites.
Oh, yes. It sure does feel nice to be back in the swing of things.
It does. It does, Len.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a couple, there was a Chinese man that was in a coma for 10 years and he woke up.
Oh, who lakum kaki?
That was his first words. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it just, man, did I miss anything? It's just kind of like,
how long have I been out?
Where would you even start with that? Len, I'm in a coma for 10 years. You're by my bedside daily, as you would be.
Mm-hmm. Doing things and documenting that should never be done to another human.
Oh,
in a coma.
Violating me in every way possible and documenting every step of it.
Wait for you to wake up so I could show you, like the apple.
So, all right. We'll deviate from this because it probably wasn't going anywhere anyways. So, also at this job, by this point, I was eating I had a very nice office, big office, nice furniture in there. I was doing all right, and I would invite this man and another gentleman in every day to eat lunch with me in my office. We had a jolly time. Didn't realize one day I had left an apple sitting on my desk. Didn't really think anything of it. That day I went in, ate my lunch, finished my sandwich. Now I'm going to enjoy my apple. I tear into that apple. It's a good apple. Nom 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 nom. Good apple. Oh, my phone just went off. Right, it's from Lenny.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up. Oh, hey, it's a picture of Len with my apple in his ass.
Oh, yes.
The one that I just ate.
It was hard to balance the apple. It was hard to
I'm sorry that you had a difficult time, Len.
I've conquered many odd things, but the balance between the pants down and the apple.
Balancing that apple was right up there.
And the picture. But
and the picture. Yeah, you had to snap the picture, peeking over your shoulder.
Oh, yes. A juicy red apple is nice, Andy, but not every apple is red. Yes, when I caught wind that you were enjoying the apple, I swiftly sent you the picture.
Yes.
And that was...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you weren't even there. Yeah.
Well, I was on vacation that week.
The other gentleman sent him a text. No, it wasn't. You weren't on vacation that week. because my apple was only there that morning.
Oh, okay.
You were on the road.
Oh, yeah.
You were on the road.
Said that.
He was a driver. And so the other gentleman sent him a text. Hey, he's eating the apple. So then there goes the picture to me.
I got a picture for Andy enjoying the apple.
And it's like
the apple was in places it shouldn't have been. Well, I've come to find out that apple didn't taste all that great. That's almost like the time you took that hearty, deep breath of fresh air that was in the in your mug.
What?
Remember the?
I don't remember this.
You had a small glass, like almost like a beer mug with the company logo on it.
Yes.
And I had to pass wind, so I did the right thing and held it up and passed wind in it, and then gave you the first. And
it was an empty mug. I wasn't drinking out of it or anything, but yeah, he hands me the mug.
We're still friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I told my wife some stories, and she's like, and he's still a friend of yours?
Yeah. It just brought us closer.
Yeah.
Not to just carry on, but I'll just throw this one last one out there. Remember the nice, thoughtful gift that you got me, and I opened too fast?
So I went to Salt Lake City to visit a friend. Salt Lake City, Utah, beautiful place. Went there several times actually. I'm gonna get some souvenirs for my good close friends. So I get Len this really nice shot glass that's about this tall. It said Salt Lake City, Utah on it. It went through. I was poor, still am, but I was even more poor then. So I had to have 2 layovers in order to afford the flight. So it went through 3 planes. I'm very proud of the gift I got, Len. Len, I got this thinking of you. Here.
Oh, thank you, Andy.
He goes to open it, not putting anything underneath it. He just takes 2 flaps, flips them open like this. It goes up in the air. We're all slow motion, like shatters into like a million pieces.
At least a million. Dust. It was like dust. I was like,
ooh. Like that went through 3 airplane cargo holds, man.
I remember you on impact.
Yes, you
idiot.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm sure it was something nice. I missed that shot glass, Andy.
It was a beautiful shot glass. It was beautiful.
Thank you for thinking of me.
I was thinking of you. You.
You're good.
Fuck this show.
Yeah, that's enough. Fuck this bullshit.
Now you've ruined my day by reminding me of all these horrible memories.
Have you eaten an apple since then?
Never. I switched to apple juice for that reason.
That's right. You drank a whole quart of it that day.
No. I'd get the taste out of my mouth.
I like it.
I was like a week later, though. We're all sitting around. I don't remember what we just said. Like we decided to toast. We're like, toast, Lenny, toast. We all had our water bottles.
I was working I was working in the office that day.
Yeah.
Or that week.
Maybe that's what we were toasting. We're like, I'm glad you're here, Len. Toast.
Yeah,
we all held our bottles up. We all took them.
And then I got a picture. Then I got a picture.
Len got a text message.
What the? Oh, no.
No, I remember exactly. It was his water bottle in my derriere.
Yeah, in places it shouldn't have been.
And he says, oh, that's disappointing.
Yep.
And he puts his phone down.
I was like, oh, yeah.
I just bought that bottle.
I guess I won't be using that anymore.
No.
I don't even have a bottle brush. It was a nice picture, though.
It was. Thank you.
It was tastefully done.
It was my best angle. You know, it's
you wanted a cheers.
Yeah.
You don't turn a guy down. You take your medicine. Pay back for the apple. You filthy fuck! I'll never. Andy. Oh my God. Swallow it, you idiot. Oh man.
Yeah, fuck this.
Oh man, oh man.
Thank you everybody for coming back for season 2, our premiere.
Even Billy Ray Cyrus.
Especially Billy Ray Cyrus. Thank you, Billy Ray Cyrus. Thank you, Dustin Hoffman. Yes. Rain Man.
Dustin, let me know. How did you like season 2's premiere? Let me know.
And
now, you fool. Sorry.
Hey, is that your phone? No. Nah.
Sorry.
Anyways, go see the Snozcast this weekend. It's gonna be fun. It'll at least be me. It might be both of us. They're a fun group of guys, and no, they're not. They're not. I've never seen their show.
No,
it's terrible. It's no, no. They are a fun group of guys. It's live. Len has a barbecue pit, and the fun part about that is, and we want to do live shows at some point for just this reason, because you can interact with the fans, with the viewers that are watching live, and you'll get a taste of that tuning into the Schnozcast this weekend. That said, thank you, Lenny.
Thank you, Andy.
This was fun. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah, good to have you back.
It stinks in this fucking basement.
It stinks.
It stinks.
It stinks.
You don't like my apartment? It stinks.
Yeah, well, if you ever need to borrow a couple of winter coats, let me know.
Hey, I don't want to break up your
fluorescent
trophy case, your display.
Safety yellow coat in the background.
It's nice. I bet that glows in the dark.
Safety first.
Reflective.
Safety first. I'll wear that when I have my 15-minute orgasm. Oh, oh yes.
Yeah.
At least they'll see me coming.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so yeah, thanks everybody. This show sucks. Whatever. But remember to drive fast, stay to the left. Never play leapfrog with a unicorn. And remember to always keep on keeping on.